Okay, whoa. You gotta bring that shit back.
It's good to have you with us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video on some mess, some tea, some drama. Now, I know I said I was doing a video every day at 6 p.m., but my old laptop won't let that happen. But we're still going to have these videos out every day this week. So make sure your notification bell is turned on so that you don't miss any uploads. Now, let's get into today's topic. So this morning, I was fishing around on the internet, drinking my detox tea, and I just so happened to come across a video of Jason Lee attempting to drag Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Jason Lee is a blogger. He doesn't want to be labeled as a blogger. He wants to be known as an entertainment network or whatever he said.
People will say Hollywood Unlocked is a blog. I started this from paper. And now I have a nationally syndicated show. I heard 52 markets and growing. But I still get called a blog because it's easy to categorize a young who does a blog. He's a blog. No, I'm an entertainment media company. This is what I am.
But he carries himself like a blogger by doing things like what we're about to get into. Now, Jason has been on Love and Hip Hop. His most memorable scene, in my opinion, is when he threw a drink in Hazel E's face.
A high-end blog that people...
He also has a history of speaking ill on Nicki Minaj every chance he gets. And one of the most funniest moments about Jason Lee to me is Beyonce trying and failing to curve coming in contact with him at the Rock Nation brunch a few years ago. So now Jason has moved on to talking mess about Megan Thee Stallion. So Jason owns Hollywood Unlocked. He and his team are working from home right now, and when they got on Zoom or whatever it is that they use, the topic of Megan came up and Jason had a lot to say. But first, real quick, I gotta fill y'all in on what happened about 7 to 8 months ago when Jason apparently threw shade at Megan. Jason and Megan are, according to him, industry friends, and he has this story about how at the 2019 VMAs, he got with Megan backstage and put Megan and Cardi on FaceTime together, and he's the one who connected them so that they could make music together. Now, the VMAs was in August, and in September of 2019, Hollywood Unlocked released an interview with Young M.A. Young M.A. claimed that in the music industry, you gotta kiss up to people, like basically trying to say you gotta be fake to make it. And Jason Lee found it fitting to use Megan Thee Stallion as an example.
This industry is about, to me, kissing ass.
Speak on it.
You know what I mean? And I just never been that. You know what I mean? And no matter how you try to move or maneuver this game, it's only about that. It's fake. It's meant to be fake. It's meant to be phony.
It's like running for office.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. It's gonna forever be that way. There's no such thing as this industry. Everybody just real. I feel like a lot of people get that type of recognition off relationships. You know what I mean? It's not.
Well, like, let's speak on Meg Thee Stallion. I met her recently. I love her. I'm going to start by saying I love her. She's the nicest, sweetest person. And, you know, I put her on the phone with Cardi. Hopefully they do a song so I get my 10%. But I do feel like she's hopping up on everybody's Instagram. She was over here with Jordan Wood. She's over here with this person, this person. I know she is the hot girl having the hot girl summer. But is that the politics you're talking about? And you're not talking about Meg Thee Stallion, but in per se, like.
Now, with that in mind, let's move up to present time. Megan released Sugar on March 6th. Because of the numbers that it did, people were really trying to go in on Megan, which I think was undeserved, but we'll get into that in a minute. So now Jason Lee is in his feelings because Megan didn't come on his show to promote Sugar, but Cardi B came on in 2017 to promote Bodak Yellow. Like, that's really why he's upset. I'm gonna let y'all watch these clips.
Tea that I'm gonna be spilling about Meg Thee Stallion. The last text message she said was, "I'm gonna call you back, friend." Well, she ain't called me back, and it's cool. And I don't think of Meg Thee Stallion as a friend. But let me tell you how I met Meg Thee Stallion. I saw Meg Thee Stallion backstage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I FaceTimed and put her on the phone with Cardi. They talked about doing music together. Her people got my number. Yo, help us make this happen. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna help y'all make that happen, but I need to get my publishing because I ain't doing shit for free. I don't give a fuck about a hot girl summer, and I don't give a fuck about. I want my money. But my thing is that why you drop your album and only 40,000 copies sold, and you on the cover of Marie Claire, but you ain't been on Hollywood Unlocked? Ain't no white girls cooking in the kitchen on Marie Claire buying your shit. But the people watching this show are yo people. She's with Rock Nation, her manager, Christy, misguiding her career. Don't return a phone call. Then you got her publicist, whoever that is, probably some white chick telling she's going to be somebody by being on the cover of Marie Claire. I have a problem with that. Who is Marie Claire? What?
Well,
hold on
one second here.
I said, let me go and see exactly what's happening on the cover of this Marie Claire. Because maybe it's helping her sell albums. And guess what? She ain't even on this week's cover. That's how fast the industry forgets about you.
No. That's the last month's cover. Boom. And this isn't even planned, people. This is literally one of my favorite magazines. I do think that Meg, you should come on our show. However,
I'm not begging her to come.
I'm not begging her. I'm telling her that we want her on the show. But besides that, kudos on your Marie Claire cover. I love Marie Claire. It is a magazine that is beloved by a lot of women, regardless of color, regardless of ethnicity and nationality. It doesn't matter. Age, we all love Marie Claire. So that was a good move. Meg is emerging as a fashionista, okay? We love
Cardi B dropped 255,000 copies first week, and she came on our show.
Okay, it is important as a woman, a young woman emerging in this industry, with as many eyeballs on her as Meg is, the fashion component is a huge component.
Marc Jacobs or Christian Louboutin, that's fashion. She posts for Fashion Nova. Get the out of here.
Now, there's so many points that I can make right now, like so many. First of all, think about the type of person that Megan is. Jason Lee sitting up here speaking to hundreds of thousands of his followers and listeners, continuously stating that he's the one who got Megan and Cardi to speak, but he wants his publishing credit. Like, what the hell? Now, y'all already saw how upset Megan got at Wolf Tyler for admitting to writing the hook for Simon Says. You know she don't want nobody being able to get any clout or any credit off of anything that she makes. Then Jason thought it was necessary to use Megan as a possible example of kissing ass while interviewing another female rapper. So you didn't think that Megan could possibly feel some type of way about you saying that? I wouldn't want to come on your show either. Like, I'm confused as to why he thought she would. And let's say that she was still cool with him even after his interview with Young M.A. and that she wasn't against coming on the show. Maybe she didn't come because Sugar was not planned to come out at the time that it did. So there really was no plan of action for promotion. And then he wanted to make a comparison about Megan not coming on his show, but she'll do the cover of Marie Claire magazine. And then he made some statement about some white woman on her team probably telling her that that's what she needs to be doing. Just not making a lot of sense. And I'm happy that his co-host debunked what he said, because she came with the receipt. She had her magazine showing him that it was not just white women who are interested in Marie Claire. But I'm glad she made the point that when you are an artist and you're a celebrity, you become a public figure. And part of being a public figure is fashion, amongst other things. Because when you get into fashion, that creates brand partnerships and brand relationships. That's why you see Cardi B out in all these designers all the time when she's going to court or when she went to Paris Fashion Week, because there's a direct connection with that. That's why you see Sweetie out at Milan Fashion Week, even though she's not necessarily on Cardi's level, on Nicki's level, she's still getting flown out by these 30 to 50-year-old white women that Jason Lee is talking about. So there's a direct connection, and that is why Megan is on the cover of Marie Claire, because there's a demographic for her there as well. But like I was saying, there was no plan of action for Sugar because it was not supposed to come out at the time that it did. While Jason Lee is up there talking about her low numbers that she did, that brings me to why we shouldn't be going off on Megan. Sugar was not supposed to come out when it did, and that's why it went from an album to an EP, because she was having issues with 1501. She had to get some type of project out while she had that temporary order placed, as well as Lil Uzi and Jhené Aiko both released on the same day. Both of them being artists who have been in the game longer than Megan and have had anticipation build up for a new album for years. And even if we're not using excuses for Megan, she still did decent for a new independent artist. We have to stop thinking that Cardi's numbers and accelerated level of success is the norm, because it's not. Not to take anything from Cardi, but she was sought after and pushed. So Jason's whole comparison of Megan and Cardi is just invalid, and Cardi's success was going to happen no matter what, because there was a demand for a girl like her. So if she would have went on Jason's show, or if she would have went on a show with 2,000 listeners or a show with 2 million listeners, she was still gonna happen. But back to Jason Lee, I think this just boils down to the fact that Megan doesn't feed into the comparisons or the false competition, and the fact that she has a business relationship with Nicki Minaj over Cardi B, and a lot of Megan's fans are Barbs. Because remember, I told you, I don't know if he still does this, but Jason used to take every chance that he got to speak ill of Nicki Minaj. He has made it known time and time again he does not like that woman. But I honestly think that's what it is with him and everybody else who goes to these links to try to make these women compete. But anyway, there is so much more I could say and unpack with just this alone, but that takes so much energy, and I am just so over Jason Lee right now. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like the video because it's good for your edges, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload a video. And that's it for today. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.